Hey everyone, this is the iCarly Show. I'm Carly. I keep thinking I'm 23, but I'm just 22. I don't know any Taylor Swift songs. Well, I might, but I don't. Which one's that one then? Sing it. Sing it to me. Sing it to me with your lovely angel voice. He's like a siren, my people. Ooh, we got 11 subscribers. I'm looking at the game. It looks interesting. Well, like interesting in the way of like peculiar. Okay, what's going on? Type of interesting. Oh, she finally responded after like two years. And I am a Temtem loving Temtem tamer Jack. Yep, I just yep. Yep, that is completely different. In the middle. I would say in the middle for me. I, this is just by going looks because I don't really know any of the characters. I don't remember their personalities at all. 50 years. Scared me. You scared me for a second. I thought my whole computer froze. I mean, you're streaming it, so that's why. Let me look at it. Hmm. I mean, let me see what the quality types we have. No, I think it's good because most of the qualities that comes from you streaming is like 480 and 720. There's no 60 frames a second one. If it was a 60 frame a second one, it would actually have stuttering problems in our end. So give us a. Uh-huh. Actually, I was gonna say, give me a little introduction of Greedfall for everyone as well. Mhm. Okay. Mhm. Mhm. Oh, you're welcome. Mhm. Mm, I mean, you start because really, I would. To be honest with you, I was half listening when you were listing off the list because I had to really focus on that rank game I had.
Can you help me? Atuoi! Can you help me?
And you had the convenient moment of being late.
Atuoi! Can you help me?
There we go.
Atuoi! Can you help me? Atuoi! Can you help me?
Hmm.
Atuoi! Can you help me?
Submariner?
Atuoi!
No.
Can you help me? Atuoi! Can you help me?
Hmm.
Atuoi! Can you help me? Atuoi! Can you help me?
Hmm.
Atuoi! Can you help me? 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 Atuoi! Can you help me?
Hmm.
Atuoi! Can you help me? Atuoi! Can you help me? Atuoi! Can you help me? Atuoi!
Mhm.
Can you help me? Atoy! Can you help me?
Mhm.
Atoy! Can you help me? Atoy! Can you help me? Atoy! Can you help me? Atoy! Can you help me?
Mhm.
Atoy! Can you help me? Atoy! Can you help me?
Mhm.
Atoy! Can you help me?
Mhm.
Atoy! Can you help me?
What?
Atoy! Can you help me? 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 Atoy! Can you help me?
Wait, so can he also age slowly?
Atoy! Can you help me? Can you help me? Atoy! 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 Can you help me?
The best forge in tier 3D. Blades, armor, locks,
Can you help
custom
me?
pieces made to
I mean-
order.
There should be other.
Can you
I guess you
help
could
me?
say there should be other things you should call him as an anti-hero, but to me that's more just
Can you
being
help me?
The best
political.
forge in tier 3D. Blades,
Atoy!
armor, locks,
Can you help
Well, then
me?
that's fine there, but like that first, but you saying that first example wasn't really that great just because.
Atoy! Can you help me?
want armor that fits you like a glove? We'll make it for you.
Atoy! Can you help me? Atoy! Can you help
Well,
me?
that's fine.
Want armor that fits you
That's
like a
fine.
Atoy!
We'll make it for
Can
you.
That's
help
like
me?
pretty much any.
Atoy! Can you help me? Atoy!
Want armor that fits you
Can
like
you
a
help
glove?
me?
We'll make it for you.
Atoy! Can you help me? Atoy! Can you help me?
The best forge in tier 3D. Blades, armor,
Atoy!
locks,
Can you help
custom
me?
pieces made to order.
That's just being political, though.
Atoy! Can you help me? Atoy! Can you help me?
The best forge in tier 3D. Blades,
Atoy!
armor, locks,
Can you help me?
custom pieces made to order.
Atoy! Can you help me?
Namor for president 2020.
Atoy! Can you help me?
The best forge in tier 3D. Blades,
Atoy!
armor,
Mhm.
locks,
Can you help me?
custom pieces made to order.
Atoy! Can you help me?
Mhm.
Atoy! Can you help me?
The best forge in tier 3D. Blades,
Atoy!
armor, locks,
Can you help me?
custom pieces made to order.
Atoy!
Mm.
Atoy! Can you help me?
Want armor that fits you like a glove? We'll make it for you.
Atoy! Can you help me? Atoy! Can you help me?
The best forge in tier
Atoy!
3D.
Can you help me?
Plates, armor, locks, custom pieces made to order.
Atoy! Can you help me?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Atoy! Can you help me?
Wouldn't you like?
Best forge in tier
Atoy!
3D.
Can you help me?
Plates, armor, locks, custom pieces made to order.
Atoy! Can you help me?
Yeah. I think that would
Atoy!
just like looking at the
Can you
pictures. I
help me?
think yeah, maybe, but at the same time,
Atoy!
at least in the Aquaman movie, to me the character stuff was a little bit too,
Atoy! Can
a
you
little
help
bit goofy. But he's a king with royalty. The only time he was ever goofy was in like the cartoons,
Hello, I'm not one of your people. I'm the
like
legate of
the
merchant
children's
congregation.
cartoons.
A legate? Is that someone important?
Indeed. I'm in charge of diplomatic relationships with other nations.
Nice.
So you'll be able to help. But there are these
These what?
bod iron every time I come.
Very well.
I'd love.
I'll accept it. Alright. You will have to become my slave for the rest of the game. Dang it. Game over.
Want armor that fits you like a glove? We'll make it for you.
He wants you to... Let me see. I'm gonna go back. Oh. I don't know what you moved, and when it came to quality, but it made it worse. Really? Now it's... Oh, I see. I see.
I'm glad to see you again.
I'm just passing through.
Do you have motion blur on? Yeah, I should. I don't know if that game has motion blur, but not many console games do. I mean, PC games do. Okay, that's fine. I was gonna say turn it off, but yeah. Only if you are if you have more than 60 frames. Oh, it's a 30 frame? For a PC game only? No, because I would say any game could be like that. Really, 60 frames is just there for luxury. And by the way, is there any funny moments you can do with NPCs?
Want armor that fits you like
Can
a
you
glove?
kill NPCs?
We'll make it for you.
Wait, save it. Save before you do that. give you the option to shoot them. Oh no, they're already dead. Or maybe you're already dead. Yeah, just the lady just goes up to you. Oh my, Shinadu.
Let's get rid of these money bags.
What is everyone use a meme for Aaron? Yeah, the Game Grumps where Aaron and John are playing Sonic 06. Always the same meme. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, but you don't want Hulk giving you a taco? In the most like weirdest face? He's awkward. You know, it's funny because I'm not sure how you were embarrassed. I just found it sad, and I'm usually someone that gets secondhand embarrassment to the point where I'm like, no, I want to change it, go to something else. Not even just the normal Hulk, Bruce Banner Hulk, Professor Hulk. That's supposed to be the smartest man ever with the freaking like the strongest strength of ever too. I remember the name, but I don't really remember the trailer. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Mhm. April 3rd. No, April 3rd actually. It says on the whenever I type it in on Google, it says April 3rd, 2020. Yeah, that article is bad, and they should feel bad. Hmm. Okay. Now here's the question: Can can she cast Fireball and at the same and Dancing Lights? Oh no, she knows Magic Sword. Would that mean that she could be a Mystic Knight from Final Fantasy? He pretty much.
Hello, Your Excellency. What can I do for you?
She needs a spell book. Guys, I can't help you. Why? I'm out of
There's an
mana and I
island
don't
where
have any
Phoenix
mana
was
pots.
complaining to me about the guard's behavior.
Really?
It would seem that patrols have confiscated the goods he was
I
hoping to
need
sell
mana.
several times.
Oh, I
Do we
see.
have an alchemist
Indeed,
somewhere?
I've been told about this man. The problem, Your Excellency, is that our orders
Someone
are
give me
strict.
ether.
Merchants who do not have a patent ratified by the minister cannot sell their goods in the
This
street.
straight to see,
And
man.
since your islander doesn't have one, I
That's
doubt
because
he
it's
even knows
energy.
what it
It's
is.
different.
My men have no choice but to confiscate his knickknacks.
I see. Thanks for clarifying that. I'll talk to the minister.
Is there anything else?
No, thank you.
Why should we care? Ah, you made him a goody two shoes. I'm a good person. I'm sneaking around and backstabbing people. It's like that one meme of someone playing VR chat. Some VR game. The VR game was able to add in lightsabers, He starts attacking the person with the lightsaber. The guy keeps parrying, so he just goes screw it, takes out a freaking pistol and shoots him in the face with it. And he throws the lightsaber, just gets two pistols, starts shooting the air. No, better yet. You just pulled a Indiana Jones. The guy with the saber just like doing a bunch of flourishes. You, bam. Anyone else? Only in few movies. It's an honest thing to do. I mean, you have a gun, use it. Mhm.
Minister,
Your Excellency, it is always an honor.
Need to look
How
up.
may I serve you?
So recently, let me
I would
just
like
deviate
to
to
talk to you about
something
an islander who's trying
that
to
I've
set
been
up
doing.
shop in our city. Since he doesn't have
So,
a patent,
for
his wares
the
get
people that don't
confiscated
know,
as soon as he
I
receives them.
recently,
And
just
you
today
want
actually,
me to provide
got
you
into
with
the
the
stress
said
test
patent.
for
I would
a
be
game called
delighted to
Temtem.
show you the
It's
procedure to follow
Temtem
so that
all
we may
together.
study his request. You'll
And
understand
if
that
you don't
we
know what
cannot
Temtem
give an
is,
authorization without having
it's
determined the value of the goods
it's a
beforehand. We must
creature
determine
collecting
the tax rate
game,
according to this
which
value,
if you still don't know
determine
what
the
I mean,
best
let
emplacement
me make
for
it
this
simple.
business. In short,
It's like Pokemon.
these things
There you
take
go.
time.
But
A lot
anyways,
of time.
so it might be like Pokemon in some aspects with the whole creature collecting. You go
I'm
around the
certain
world,
that my
travel
cousin will
it,
be delighted to hear that
fight
our
in
relations with the
gyms
natives
that
are
I think they
progressing
in this one they call them
significantly.
dojos.
And he will probably be very
Uh,
grateful to the minister who
and
helped the
then
first merchant to set
go
up
in the
shop in
wild,
our city.
capture something, even if it's
Indeed,
like
I
even super rare
seem to
things too.
recall reading
Anyways,
a circular
I was
on
stress
the
testing the game
necessity of establishing
via
good
last minute because
relations
the
with
day
the
before the
natives.
stress test,
We could
I was wondering
accelerate things by leaving
how I'm
some
gonna be able
formalities
to
for
play this
later.
game.
I would
Easily
think so
enough,
too.
I just had to go to
Very
their
well.
Discord and be
In
like,
that case,
key.
here's the patent
And
that will allow your protege
the devs
to legally
pretty much give you a
pursue
key.
his activity in the city. You should give him
So
this
in
copy.
this game,
The other one will be kept
I
in the
spent
archives. However,
I
one of
spent
my
3 hours in the game,
representatives will visit his
which
stall
is
for the
3 out of the 4
estimation
hours
and
of the
to
stress test we
determine
had.
the tax rate in
The first 2
accordance
hours
with
was pretty
the-
much
Thanks a
me
lot, Minister.
purely
Looking forward to seeing you again.
trying to
Would
beat
you
the
like
tutorial,
anything else?
not because it was difficult,
That'll be all.
Goodbye, Your Excellency.
but because it kept crashing or just did nothing. And that was fun. But it is a stress test, so I had a lot of patience for it. And I was with a friend, so we constantly made jokes while we were waiting when it made crashes. So it just pretty much alleviated all the bad things. When you did ended up playing the game, it's a lot of fun. I gotta say, it's a lot of fun. So the difference, what it is from Pokemon, you get to do double battles. If you don't know what a double battle is, you do pretty much 2 of your creatures, monsters, whatever you want to call them, Temtems. And then it's 2v2. So that's a double battle. throughout the whole time when it actually started working. The double battles
is
were
it?
very
I was
smooth.
just bringing you the
They
paper
added
you
in
needed to set up shop.
something very interesting that
came back and they took my
to me
cousin
actually
away.
balanced out
He
a
came
lot
to
of
bring us animal pelts
the
and new
things that could
objects
be
from the
typical of
village.
Pokemon.
But the warriors came back.
So
They took
you know how in
everything he
Pokemon,
was bringing me.
after a
And
certain
they
while,
also
people will figure
took
out which
him.
ones are the best
I
moves and
don't
everything,
know what they will do with him.
and they just spam those.
Please, bring him back
So
to
you'll
me.
always see
I don't see why
like
they would have
Pikachu,
arrested your
Thunderbolt,
cousin,
Pikachu,
but I'll
Thunderbolt,
try to find out.
or let's go Umbreon, Shadow Ball. I mean that one's a pretty bad one, but yeah, you get what I mean. Yeah, so you get what I mean. In this game, you have two bars you need to look out for. Of course, your main bar, which is the health for your Temtem. And then there's also a stamina bar. With the stamina bar, any type of move you do will drain your stamina. So depending on how strong the move is, it could drain it like a good chunk or just very little of it. If you do end up having, let's say, barely any stamina left, you either
Hello,
have the
Excellency.
choice to
What can I do for you?
do another move, like attack again, but this
I've
time
come
it's
to
going to
see you
take away
again to talk
stamina,
about the island
whatever
merchant.
stamina you have left,
I managed to obtain
and
a
then some
license
health,
for him, but he informed me that while
or
I was taking care of this, his
you
cousin,
wait
who was
that
making a
turn
delivery
with that
for him, was
Temtem.
arrested.
I'm sorry, Your Excellency. Especially considering
So there
I
is a
managed
lot of
to
strategy
obtain
where you're
official
thinking,
authorization for
should
it.
should
I'm
I
afraid my
attack
men
with the
ran out of
consequence,
patience
or
when they saw this
just
hunter
wait
making
and
deliveries
hopefully
to the
they won't
merchant
wail on my
again.
Pokemon or
They
Temtem?
wanted to confiscate his cargo, but the lad resisted, and he was
And then
thrown
after
in
that, there's
jail
also
for disorderly conduct. If you want to set him free,
there's all
that's
for
where
me
you must go.
the game itself. It looks
Sorry,
amazing.
again, Your Excellency.
Like if you ever
I
see,
should
have you
known
have
you'd
I even
managed to
given you a
obtain the
trailer? Yeah, I
necessary
did show
license
you a
for
trailer of the
your
game.
protégé and told the patrol. Is there
Once when
anything
it comes out, you'll be able to fully customize your player character
Thank
like
you.
very well. The color choices are amazing. The Temtems or like I'm just gonna use Pokemon for people to understand it better. The Pokemon, they look very well designed for what they are. Like I really like the design for these things, and plus some this is something that a lot of Pokemon fans didn't like about what was it, Sword and Shield. Temtem actually has animations for their actual fights. It's not like a move Z axis, move Y or X. It actually they actually have an animation, and there's an actual recoil animation too, where someone gets hit. Yeah, you can't roast the game, and it's like it feels like the punch or the hit actually has some impact to it. Wow, I know. Also, here's something very interesting. You can play the whole story
What can I
mode
do for you?
co-op.
I'm looking for a prisoner, a native who should have been brought here
I'm
recently.
not, to you, it
You
might
were a
not
bit
seem
late.
interesting,
He was sent to
but
fight in the arena.
have
the
you ever
arena.
had a
So this man
Pokemon
was
game where you
judged.
can play
Who pronounced the sentence?
with another person
Whoa there.
cooperatively
Do you really think
throughout
that
the
we
whole
would
story?
organize a proper trial for a savage? He attacked some
Mm-mm.
guards. He's lucky he
I
wasn't
mean, the only
gunned
ones you could
down
probably,
right there and then.
no, not
At
even that.
least in the arena, he
But
has a chance of survival since
yeah, you can
apparently
actually
he's
the
a hunter.
pretty much what will
This
end up
man was
happening
only
is
defending
you'll
the
both
goods
have
he was bringing to his cousin.
your full
And
party,
now he has
if
to
I'm
fight
assuming
for his
correctly.
I
life.
have
It's
no
just
hand in
that
this. I'm not the
you'll
one
only
who
be
made
able to
this
bring out
decision. They
3 of
brought him
each.
here and then they took him
So
away,
that
that's all.
the first
What
person
did
will
he
have
do
3,
with the
you have
goods he
3.
had with him?
They got
And there's
confiscated,
also
put in
that
a
the
storeroom,
whole
and
aspect of
call arrest.
now that since
Say
there's
anything
2
else?
people, they can work together very well.
I must leave you.
And just to put icing on the cake for some people, this is a MMO. So there will be a bunch of people playing this game at the same time with you. So even if you don't have a friend with you right now that really cares about the game, you can still buy this game or however it's gonna be. I'm assuming it's gonna be buy the game. You're gonna be able to buy this game and then find someone in the game to play with you. Yes, your Temtem will be tumbling around. Oh yeah. Plus, you don't have to play Poke MMO. I know that's something people will be like, well, there's Poke MMO. Yeah, but that game is garbage. I said it. I don't care if you can go to every single region. The way the devs did Poke MMO, they did it wrong. They messed up a lot of things. But yeah, I even just to say I have played Poke MMO. I beat like a good chunk of it. So, but I still don't like it. But yeah. Mhm. Yeah, that ends up happening. Yeah, it just happens. Oh, that's interesting. So I'm looking right now at the competitive stuff. It says we're introducing competitive rules for PvP. Competitive rules introduce the pick and ban system, where players will take turns banning their rivals and picking their own Temtem to create their final squad of 5 Temtems.
This part of
Oh,
the
okay, cool.
establishment is reserved for regular customers.
Thinking about
who
the strategy
paid an
since the
entry
very
fee.
first pick ban
Sorry, but I can't
turn
let you
because every choice will matter in the battle. So that's nice. Now you won't be able to see the same things over and over again.
In that case, allow me to pay the fee.
We're delighted to have you as a regular customer, Your Excellency.
Yeah.
Have fun.
So there's a lot of potential to this game. I just wish and I hope that this game will keep on building more and more aspects to it, like have more Temtems, because I think it's gonna probably I'm assuming it's gonna have like half of what uh the original Pokemon has. Probably like in the 50-ish or 60s. If it has 100, great. That's awesome. That's actually like a whole first. That's literally a whole Pokemon game. If it doesn't, that's fine. Exactly. And people, okay, for any of y'all that think that this game is pretty much taking the idea away from Pokemon, there has been a lot of other games that are pretty much creature collecting. Pokemon just pretty much monopolized it. And I think it's not a good thing to have a company monopolize a genre because of everyone already knows. Exactly. Then you get
Good
Pokemon
day,
Sword and Shield
and
where
welcome to
the
the
company
arena.
gets lazy
Is this your first time?
or
It is.
they end up
Excellent.
being
The
overworked
crowd just loves to see new faces.
for
So,
another yearly
are you ready to
Pokemon game.
rise to
First
the
of all,
challenge? Or would you like
I'm
a
not
little
sure
reminder of the rules
if they were
before
being
jumping in?
lazy,
Unless, of course, you just
or
here
I'm
to
not sure
go
what's
over the
happening in Game
basics,
Freak,
get in some practice.
but you remember that whole thing with the newest expansion they just released, by the way? Now, first of all, it's not the DLC that I have a problem with. I mean, sure, the good thing is they're expanding on the Pokedex at least. My problem is that they said that there was not going to be any DLC, and that there is DLC. And even if there was DLC, I would have thought, hey, maybe it will be free. No, it costs money. So that's for me my biggest problem with the whole expansion thing or the DLC. Hmm. Uh, try it out, and for me, I would say get into the stress test with me, just to really, really try to burn. Just make those potatoes keep running till they are baked potato servers, because it took so long to do anything, and they were fixing it really quickly. I was surprised. So we need a lot more people to stress test this game, pretty much make a ball of fire out of it. Yes. Hmm. Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that news. Hmm. Hmm. Well, that's what I wanted to see. A horror-based like MCU movie. Ooh, cool. Boo. Dormammu, I come to bargain. Hmm. No, not at all. Ah, okay, I know what this is going. Mm. Mm. How do you how do you pretend to be a mutant as Spider-Man? See. Mm. Cause I'm black. I remember that. I remember that. Back then, where comics were actually funny.
Could you explain the rules again?
Certainly. Regular combats take place in groups. 2 of your companions will fight. In order to become a champion, you'll need to win the fight. Each challenge is broken down into 3 rounds. But if you give up once the challenge has been completed, you can fight any of the rounds you've already won again.
I wish to fight alongside the island hunter that was captured.
Really? You'd have to go in alone. Your friends will need to stay
I
in the stands.
didn't know.
Are
I
you
mean,
sure
I have
that
nothing
this
against.
prisoner is
I
worth
would
risking
never
your
have.
life for?
Some of my best friends are okay.
This man has been the victim
Sorry.
of terrible injustice.
Order
I
in the
cannot
court.
stand aside without doing anything.
The
Alright.
face is just
That's extremely
terrified,
noble of you.
and the lawyer is just like,
It's
"Oh
just the
my
sort of
god."
crazy idea that the crowd loves. I have to warn you though, if you want to fight now, you will lose your bonus in the running challenges. So, what'll it be?
Mhm.
Justice cannot wait. I'm ready to fight.
Excellent. In that case, the arena awaits.
You're a cavalier. But not the furry kind. Ooh ooh. Not with that attitude. I mean, you should tell that to Ryu Hayabusa or the guy from Neo. You know, tell it to the both of them. See? Yep. You come out with the sword. He's just like he's literally Indiana Jones. You're with the sword, and then you just get shot.
It is.
Excellent. So, unless...
I wish to fight.
Really? Are you?
This
Never
man
bring-
has been the victim of terrible injustice.
I have to walk. So,
Mortal Kombat.
Justice cannot wait. I'm ready to fight.
Come on, I believe in you, my man. I believe in
in
you.
that case,
That guy has some massive eyebrows. Oof. Oof. Oh, which is the easiest thing for a lot of people now.
Good day, and welcome to the arena.
He's a
Is this your
he's a
first
noob.
time?
It is.
Excellent.
He's a
Then
PC
let's-
noob.
I wish
We'll
to
see
fight
the PC
alongside.
noob grow.
This man has
We're
been
gonna
the
see
victim of
him grow
terrible
into a
injustice.
PC
I
elitist
cannot
one
allow
day,
So,
and that
Justice
day
cannot
I'll
wait.
have to put him down. No, I'm gonna have to put you down because I don't like PC elitists. I have an NVIDIA 2050,000 billion. Oh yeah, well I got a GeForce XXX Tentacion. You're alive. Kill the wildebeest. Oh. Oh. Cool. Huh. Oh, nice. Mhm. God damn it. Mhm. Mhm. Ooh. Oh. Okay. Still no news about it. That's weird. That would be nice. Mhm. 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 Yeah. Mm, I'm gonna have to wait and see. Still, Tencent's not really someone I exactly would say I trust.
Good day, and welcome to the
With a
arena.
lot of games
It
they
is
have
X.
been pulling
So
out,
yes,
it's very Yeah.
I wish to
no,
fight alongside
maybe.
the island
I don't
hunter
know.
that was captured.
Really? You'd have to go in alone. Your friends will need to stay. Are you sure?
This man has been the victim of terrible injustice.
I have to warn you.
Justice cannot
Oh yeah,
wait.
definitely.
Excellent.
That will. I'll go on strike and I'll write an angry worded letter right there. And in Chinese. You should probably turn that whole update thing off. I saw that. Right in front of your screen. Mhm. No, what happened to them?
Good day, and welcome to the arena. Is this your first time?
It is.
Excellent. So, unless...
I wish to fight alongside the island hunter that was captured.
Really? You'd have to go in alone. Your friends will need to stay in the stands. Are you sure that this prisoner is worth risking your life for?
What? Oh? Mhm. Mhm.
This
You
man
see,
has
they're
been the
getting
victim of
people
terrible injustice.
that are
I have
like,
to warn
I know 50
Justice
languages
cannot wait.
Excellent.
in coding, but they really all they know in all those 50 languages they know just to say hello world. That's the problem. It's amazing. It's like seeing someone trip up the stairs and then getting back up just to trip down the stairs and get back up. They get the people from Guilty Gear to make the art style. I mean, it's gonna definitely look cool. Mhm. Say, you wanna hear something funny? Okay. So first of all, let me ask you this: you already heard the theme for Gil, right? For Street Fighter Five.
Good day,
All right.
and welcome to the
Now,
arena.
first of all, let me
Is
ask
this
you:
your first time?
is that song
is.
an audio
Excellent.
file
So
or an
then let's see.
MP4 file? There's no trick question to this.
I wish to fight alongside
Let me
the
rephrase
island
the
hunter
question
that
for
was
you:
captured.
is it an
Really?
MP3 or an
You'll have
MP4?
to go in alone. Your friends will need to stay in the stands. Are you sure that this prisoner is worth risking your life for?
All right. This has nothing to do with Capcom itself themselves. No, no.
This man has been the victim of terrible.
Okay.
I have to walk.
We all know that when it comes to music, they're
Justice
audio
cannot-
files, so
Excellent.
they're MP3 or dot wave, whatever they are. It does frame affect them? Does bit rate affect them? They do. Bit rate does. Yeah, because that shows you the how staticky it can be. But so that now we know which one's effective. Bit rate affects the audio file. Frame rate doesn't. So why the hell am I going on YouTube just to listen to the theme? Go down like I think the fifth one. Yeah, it's the fifth one. And it says Street Fighter 5 Guild theme at 1080p, 60 frames a second, check mark. Why the hell do I need to hear Guild's theme at 60 frames a second? That makes no sense. And at 1080p. Ah, yes, I can see clearly this music now. let me upload this audio file at
Good day,
1080p,
and
60
welcome
frames a
to the
second.
arena. Is this your first time?
And
It is.
if you look at the video itself, it's just a still image. So why the hell do I need to see the still image at 1080p, 60 frames?
This man has been the victim of terrible injustice. I cannot stand aside without doing anything.
I have to.
I need to see the comments to see if anyone
Justice
notices
cannot
what I've
wait.
noticed. No one's noticed. How come no one's noticed? Why hasn't anyone noticed? And it's not even 60 frames a second. I go into the video, I go under quality. You know what it is? It's only 1080p. There's no 60 frames a second in there. You're getting juggled like no other. I saw that combo he did.
Good day, and welcome to
Nah,
the
guys,
arena.
he just sucks at
Is
games.
this your
That's all
first
it
time?
is.
It is.
Excellent. The crowd just loves to see new faces. So, are you ready to rise to the challenge? Or would you like a little reminder of the rules before
I
jumping
will.
in? Unless...
I wish to fight alongside the island hunter that was captured.
really? You'd have to
I
do
want
it
you
alone.
to buy me that game.
Your
I will
friends will
buy
need to
that
stay in
game
the
right
stands.
now
Are you sure that this prisoner is worth
and
risking your life?
beat it. Let me see. Let me see if Mega Man is. I'm pretty sure it
This man
is
has been
because
the
I
victim
gave
of
you that
I have
that
to
game.
run.
It was like a collection thing, no?
Justice cannot wait.
Excellent.
What was it? Which collection was it? Mega Man Legacy Collection, right? $15. I'll wait. Shoot him in the kneecaps. Keep shooting him in the kneecaps. Keep shooting him in the kneecaps. Send a message to anyone that dares defy you that you are the kneecap pulverizer. So here's what you do. Here's what you do. You let the wildebeest run. You dodge the attack, and then you shove your sword straight into his butt and twist. Shove it. Yeah, just shove it straight into his ass and twist. And keep twisting. Give me the controls. I'll go to your house and I'll play the game for you. Oh, wait. You know what? We haven't played War Thunder. Yeah, since you said you liked a bunch of the other with Greedfall. Other games that are more important than World War II stuff. You've been saying that for quite a while. What's next? You're gonna get just one page of a comic. I can't hold it. I can't smell it. I don't like it. That's you with comics. All right. Are you searching it up because you can't remember? Hmm. They're not the same. It's not the same. Nope. It's not the same. I do. I know the other feeling. I know the other feeling definitely well. And I don't care for a comic that I could just normal people. If Stanley was so great, then why did he? I didn't. I was gonna say something else, but okay. I was gonna say something else, but okay. Damn. That went to a darker tone than I was planning. Wow. So this is what you call. So this is your your way of saying the Great Stanley. This is how you commemorate the Great Stanley by just saying, if he was so great, then why did he die? Messed up. You're messed up, my man. I still find out interesting things about you. Okay, a lot of things very unexpected. Though there are some moments where, uh, I guess you have the same thing with me, especially when it's like something you think that I would know, especially like a lot of inappropriate 30 images or things like that or whatever terms. You're like, you definitely know. You definitely know. And I'm just like, I have no idea what you're talking about. No, you know. You know. Like, no, I don't. I know the food. Just like how one time I asked you what the hell sodomy was. And you're like, you know what it is. I'm like, I don't. Yeah, you told me. With like a face of like, he knows, he just wants me to say it. And I was here like, oh, so that's what it means. Ha. What am I doing with my life? Playing games. Me, I'm doing nothing with my degree, and you're also doing the same. We're both, we're not sure what we're doing in our lives. Help us, people. Help us. Who knows? $10. Steam. Who knows? $10 in Steam. Yes, but I can't play online. What? Um, I would like de definitely bigger controllers. My
Bit of
hands,
poison on my blade. And let's go!
a bigger screen. Sometimes, depending on the game, it's like tiny. You're wondering why. Why even take it
See if you can ward off this
around like
straight
that?
trivia.
And also, Uno. Also, Connect 4. Yep. Shoots and ladders. I forgot about Candyland. I used to play that so much. Life. How do you cheat on that game? You just like say, "No, it's this color, so it's mine." I go all to whatever color I want to. Nerd. Are you arguing with the Archduke of Candyland? I shall have your head. Hang him. Just have we're gonna have a lollipop night. Hang me with licorice, with black licorice, the worst kind. Sugar coating. No, not high fructose corn syrup. No. Yep. Now here's yeah, it had to be a specific yellow. Anyway, I was gonna say, one question I've always had though, and it probably is I probably already know the answer to this. Can I modify the Xbox Series? It's a placeholder name. Don't worry about it. Really? Yeah. I mean, they probably said to themselves, these people they'll probably get confused if we change the name to something else. But will you be able to modify it? Will I be able to put in like a new Nvidia card in there or AMD card? Or can I just shove in a PS5 in there? So you can be able to say you have a PC that has both the Xbox games and PS5 games. I keep hearing about it, but I only enjoyed watching it. You know, okay, speaking about that actually. You know what the gameplay reminds me of? It reminds me of an Xbox arcade game called, or it's an indie game called, I think it was like Am I Alive? I think that's what it was called. Right. I Am Alive. It's called I Am Alive. Basically, at least the gameplay aspect, like the way the combat feels like it a little bit. Except this one, I don't know. Okay. First of all, let me just say to anyone, if you have not tried out the game, try it out. I Am Alive. It's an old game, but it's still a good game. It The gameplay itself is fun. The story is okay, and it kind of to me it kind of left me wondering what could have actually happened, or I wish there was like a sequel to it. What? Did it pop off? Mhm. Mhm. Right. 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 I'm not there. No one's there, guys. So we can't believe him. I'm not there. I'm not at his house. I can't believe him right now. The day when you said that Stanley was great, and then you literally went with that one joke. No, no, he lies, everyone. He lies. No, guys, he lies. See, who are you gonna believe? The trustworthy Jack or the deceiving hack? I mean, that's why we call him a hack. All right, guys, we need this right now. Every dislike means that you believe me, and every like means you believe him. The most hated. It backfired on me. I wanted people to like. They believe me. They actually dislike. So, in a way, if people disliked, in a way, I win the personal argument, but I also uh, lose because I wanted more likes. But people also like you. But you're also the most liked. You're the most. No, okay, we're gonna officially change that. We're gonna call you the most controversial one in our channel. You're the most controversial in our channel. Because people like you and they hate you. Yep. People like him or they hate him. Yeah, guys. Hack here is hot or cold. You're either in or you're out. Thumbs up. Just, if anyone sees this future this live stream in the future, um, either comment or do something to recognize the freaking little reference I did that flew over Hack's head. It was. No, that it was a great reference to a terrible pop music. In the early 2010s. Tens. Yeah. I think it was a Katy Perry song. Yeah, I think it was Katy Perry. No, maybe. Let me see. It is Katy Perry. You know, it's like this is how I felt exactly when I was playing Temtem with the stress test. We figured out a way to actually start playing the game. Here's the way. So, the problem was that every time when you did a move in a battle, the server themselves was have to wait a while to process. And sometimes that doesn't even work. It will just hang there forever. So we figured out if you restart in the middle of the battle and then go restart, like kill the game and then go open the game back up, it would actually load you back into that same battle at that same moment with you already doing the move. So every time me and him is like, oh, restart, oh, restart, yep, restarting. And literally there'll be people in Discord being like F in chat boys, F in chat, F F F F F, game lagging, game crashed, this game sucks. And then the occasional people are like, this is a stress test. It's supposed to suck. Um, point stars. Oh no, no. Huh. I'm gonna look it up. Oh, it's not. I mean, it's exactly what I expected. But anyway, there's actually, speaking of things that keep me up at night. All right, so at work, I pretty much got bored and I was looking through TikTok. Then I saw this video. I stumbled across this video that showed. It was like a teenager, like I think, I don't know, somewhere between 12 to 16, somewhere between that age, saying, "Hey, there's a cool game that you could try out with your friend. So here's what you do: you put your friend on your lap, then you chant this chant. You put your friend in the trance, and that pretty much it sounds like a weird ritual." So I go. By the way, that's not what she exactly said. She knew what she said. I just don't want to say it so people don't recreate this. So I looked up on Reddit what it was, and I find this subreddit called Three Kings. Literally, that whole subreddit is just full of occult things with variety of rituals. This girl was literally saying this is a fun game you should play, and she was playing a freaking ritual, like as if like how kids will be going around being like, "Hey, let's play on the Ouija board because that's fun." So pretty much this what happens in the game. Here are the rules. You can't, or here are the warnings. Don't talk to anyone that's inside your head. Like this is all in your head, supposedly. So don't talk to anyone that you see. If you see a man in a suit, back away from him. If you see an old lady, back away from her. if you go into a room full of clocks, get out of there because you could be trapped in the clock. If you're in a room that has no more doors, have your guide take you out or you're gonna be stuck there forever. Supposedly this whole game is supposed to be about going delving deep into the psychological stuff of your subconscious. And oh, I forgot one more warning. It's you can do whatever you want, but it's suggested to go upstairs than downstairs if you see any stairs. Whatever happened to just summoning dead people? But, but yeah, like the whole thing is so interesting to see because you'll have people that actually do it and they tell you their experiences and it gets freaky because a lot of these experiences they look they sound more like night terrors than real things that could be in your subconscious. Like your subconscious is not supposed to be filled with terrifying horrors, unless if you're traumatized, unless if you're like are a very disturbed person, like they have a lot of trauma. But some of these people are like normal in the sense of they haven't had that trauma, that type of trauma. Now, actually, just to get into this one because this one's a little bit more. This one's not a cult, at least from what I know. Actually, you know what? Let's just say this. It sounds safe, but I'm still like on the fence of what it could be. Mm, I don't think so. So there is this whole thing. This one I can actually say because it's more it's already known what it is from what if it's a certain belief. So the Tibetans, like old time Tibetans, they have thought of this whole concept of something called a tulpa. A tulpa is just to make it in lamest terms. In lamest terms, it's an imaginary friend that's like a sentient imaginary friend. That's pretty much what a tulpa is. And I found this whole subreddit full of people with these sentient imaginary friends. And it is the weirdest thing I've seen because pretty much if you get good at it supposedly, you can switch with your imaginary friend like with your physical body just in and out like as if it's nothing. And these there'll be moments in the threads that'll be like tulpas only, which means the imaginary friends only. They are only able to talk to other imaginary friends or somewhere along those lines. Who knows? But pretty much it like the way it works is that you have to think about what like think about the voice, the image, whatever you want to think about. Think about it, then talk to it as if it's a person. Then slowly and slowly, uh, it'll be to a point where that thing, that imaginary friend, however you would say companion, whatever, they'll start answering for you. Not in like in the literal sense of like you'll start hearing a voice, but you'll just start feeling something. I don't know. But it's funny because there was this thread. There was this one thread because it was literally, "Hey guys, I'm a tulpa, and I am so with the tulpa they don't really they're not really connected to their host supposedly, so they have their own will, their own emotions, their own stuff, everything like a separate human, pretty much. It's like so I'm a tulpa, and my host or my creator, my host is a girl, but I'm a boy, and it just gets weird. Does anyone else have anything like that of the opposite gender? And then another tulpa talks like, "Oh yeah, mine does this." Then another one talks like, "Yeah, mine does this." Then there's this one moment where one talks, and then they're like, "Yeah, mine's a boy, but yada yada yada." And then the host talks underneath that one's like saying, "Yeah, I'm not gonna do that." Then the tulpa talks and says, "Oh yeah, you're definitely, but you can't. It can't hurt to try." And then pretty, and when you read the way they text or they chat to each other from host to tulpa, the mannerisms change. Like the whole way they write changes. It's so weird. These people are weird, but intriguing. Like I'm saying weird in a way like as in it's intriguing to see all this happen. Worst episode in what department? I mean, every time when we do live streams, they're all aimless. To be fair though, we did say that we were gonna give up on doing the newscasting and just start talking aimlessly. Nah, you need to embarrass yourself a little bit. Hey, hey, we're getting subscribers. Well, to be fair, you only put them on Twitter, no? You know we need to get to, we forgot we should have been doing this a long time ago. I mean, I'm not sure if you're okay with it, but putting your Twitter in the description that way when someone does go on Twitter and they look, they could see that we are going to be streaming. we we should have done that. Well, it seems like until the next episode, I'm going to kill you. That's what it seems like, apparently. I'm gonna find a way. Oh, now that's high. That's high level. Well, so till next episode, I'm uh once when I finish my work week, I'll do some more live streaming. I'll see if I can. I really want to do a script for my review, but I think I'm just gonna have to swallow my pride and end up doing it. Uh, what's it called? Like just winging it? Yeah, winging it. Yeah, I'll do that. And this one might be a thing. I am not sure, but just in case, I might do some let's plays depending on which games I have. I'm gonna look around my giant library because of the freaking I forgot to unsubscribe to Humble Bundle, so now I have a bunch of games. So yeah, I'm gonna do more live streams definitely once when I get off work for next week. That's a certainty. Hmm. Hmm. Don't trust me. Oh god, no, my rubber ducky. I dropped my rubber ducky. Ernie. Yeah, I would definitely agree. Bye, guys.